Mother. Hello. So my mom's been on my phone for about 10 minutes now, and she's not answering. Like, there's a bridge. Very big bridge. Let's go on it. So I'm at the visitor center. Behind me is part of the bridge, not the actual bridge. The actual bridge is over there somewhere. And I'm actually standing on, I think, a monument that was dedicated to everyone that worked on it. I don't know what, but like there's a bunch of names, like that one I think is Ron McCarville or something like that. I don't know. It's pretty cool though. So yeah, I've been to the information center, and apparently there's a massive country fest going on tonight on the north side near the island, or near the national park. I'm gonna try and avoid that because, you know, it's supposed to be crazy, like 50,000 people. I just went through 50,000 birds, so I want to kind of avoid crowds. So I'm gonna head northeast right now. Today's the first day that it has been windy as hell, so I've been able to make some oatmeal. Woo! So let me tell you a bit about the last 2 days. When I first got on the islands, I had the whole spiel about the the bridge being built and the memorial dedicated to everyone who worked on the bridge. And then, like, I left and went northeast to avoid the crowds at that country festival, and I ended up somewhere near Greenwich, and I took some complete back road, dirt road at like 8:30 at night. I ended up at like some private beach, and I asked, some local came down and she was getting firewood, and I asked if I could just park the truck here for the night, and she's like, yeah, sure. Well, while we're at it, just come down to the bonfire we're having. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, I'll do that then. So I quickly eat my dinner, and then I walk down to this bonfire, and there's like 8 people there, no idea who they are, and that night ended up being like really awesome. I just talked with everybody for a long time, and I actually ended up passing out beside a bonfire like 20 feet from the ocean with a guy named Shane from Oakland, California. Awesome person. They're all awesome. Like, there was a couple there from New York, and they're headed to Hong Kong in like August, and then there's a few locals that were just been around here for the entire time, and they met the Americans because the Americans own a property there. I didn't vlog any of it because it was a private beach, and I didn't really want that location of that beach to be kind of made public, I guess you could say, because they brought me as a stranger in and welcomed me as as a guest, and I'm very grateful for that. So I wanted to respect their privacy, and I just didn't vlog it. So yeah. So then we woke up from the campfire the next morning, had some coffee and some breakfast, and then we went on like a 3.5 hour walk down the beach to one of the parks in PEI. I don't think we really estimated how long it would have taken, but we did anyways. We got through it, came back, had some lunch, and I literally passed out on the beach for like 4 hours probably. And then we all packed up, and they all had to head back to. They drove up from Massachusetts, so they had to drive back to Boston the next day. So they left, and I left, and I ended up somewhere else on the island near Kensington, I think. And the other day, yesterday, I was at the national park, PEI National Park. Here's some footage of that. There are beaches everywhere. So those are the past 2 days. Today, right now, I ended up on the west coast somewhere. There's like an ocean 40 feet that way. Tons of windmills that way. I'm making oatmeal, having some breakfast. It's like 11:11 or something like that. 11:11. So, not sure what the schedule is for today, but I'll probably go to Starbucks and edit this and vlog it and publish it. I'm not sure where to go from there. I can either leave the island today or I can leave the island tomorrow. It does not matter. I'm meeting a friend in St. John, New Brunswick tomorrow, and I'll be there for a couple of days, and then I have to go back up to Gaspé, Quebec to see that national park, and then head my way down to St. Lawrence. I'm gonna be home in like a week. It's weird. Oh yeah, and then I found this flag last night. I found that in the middle of the road. It's a Canadian flag. I decided to give it some second life, so I've duct taped it to my roof rack. It looks tacky as hell, but it's awesome. So I finished my oatmeal. I just noticed one glaring issue, or I completely did forget, the dish towel. So I'm gonna make it my best to clean the So I'm back at the bridge. I've decided to go to New Brunswick tonight. There's a wildlife marsh located just north of Moncton, so I'm going to check that out tonight and then camp somewhere over there. That'll be it for this vlog. I couldn't get much PEI. There's really not a whole lot to explore in PEI. I missed Charlottetown, so I'm assuming there's some really cool stuff in there as well, but I filmed what I wanted to film. Plenty of beaches. By the time you see this, I'll be in New Brunswick probably, so I'll see you next time. Okay, I'm gonna make it real quick because I am probably the only meal these mosquitoes have around for like miles, and they're ruthless. So, I'm now in New Brunswick, but I keep forgetting to mention this, so here we go. Back in St. John, I was at St. John's, I was at a Tim Hortons, and this woman sat beside me, you know, like, oh god. They're like on the camera, all that stuff. Oh my good god, this is like being in just, oh, it's insane here. So anyways, I was in Tim Hortons, and this woman came and sat beside me, and we got talking, and long story short, I'm guest writing on a blog. The blog is called Two Wild Tides. It's run by a woman named Charlotte Gardner and her friend Lindsay Ross. And we got talking, yada yada yada. And well, Charlotte and I got talking, and she asked me to write on the blog. So yeah, I'll link their stuff down below. And there's like seriously, there's so many mosquitoes here. It's not even funny. Like I even have bug spray on, and I'm pretty sure they're like getting me through my shirt. It's brutal. I'm gonna go to my car now.